Hi, Charlie.
Hi.
I want to talk with you today about that first neuro visit when the doctor told you you had some form of dementia and he told you are no longer allowed to drive your car. What did that mean to you and how did it affect your life?
I was totally traumatic, devastating for me. And I got angry at the doctor and kind of wanted to punch him because I was unable to accept it. And I hadn't even been tested yet, and I thought it was premature. I was scared. It's a complete loss of independence. I would thereafter have to rely on someone else to get around. And that wasn't, I didn't have that busy a life, but I would certainly go food shopping, I'd go out to eat, I'd go to take walks, I'd go to, I'd hang out a lot with Shelley, and I didn't know how this was going to work, and so at first I toyed with the idea of not obeying, but then it kind of scared me, and so I didn't drive except to move my car from to different parking spots at my apartment, and I knew at some point I'd have to sell it, but I wasn't ready, and it wouldn't be ready for quite some time, and that was okay. I just needed to have the car there. And Shelley became the person who would schlep me around most of the time. Occasionally I'd have to take a Lyft or an Uber. And don't really like taking the Lyft or Uber. It's very uncomfortable feeling for me. And eventually, I think it was 4 months. Did you say
4 months?
4 months before I sold my car.
But it was your decision.
Yeah, I was finally ready, and actually needed the money for medical expenses, and so that kind of worked out. And it's funny because I had just it was a leased car, and the lease had ended, and I had just bought it. Literally, probably weeks before all this happened.
It was a beautiful car.
Yeah,
and you loved it.
Yeah, I did.
And you brought it all the way from California.
Yeah, I had it shipped cross country from California.
So there was a lot of attachment to that car.
Yeah.
And a lot of memories. And I think you did a really, really awesome job of coming to terms with releasing that.
I tried. It was hard.
I know it was. I watched you go through that process. And I know how hard that was for you. But you really did a great job. And I was really proud of you when you called me up and you said, I'm ready to sell it.
Yeah. It was hard. So now when Shelley takes me to all my doctor appointments, and then some other places too, like this museum, which has a beautiful park, beautiful grounds with it to hang out in. Food shopping I do with Instacart. Again, it's something that Shelley does. She has an account.
So we do it together.
We do it together. We talk on the phone as to what I need. She puts in the order, and they deliver.
We look for ways to make life simpler.
Yeah. I take walks. Not many days. Should be every day, but
and you're doing great with walking. I remember when you couldn't walk more than like halfway around the apartment complex, and now you walk really far.
Yeah. So, still, if I get a craving for some junk food, all right, my phone. If you get a craving for some junk food, and I want to go and get it, which I used to do occasionally, I can't.
Well, there's always DoorDash.
Yeah.
I always tell you that there is almost always a workaround. There is almost always an answer.
So, yeah, I mean, that's about it as far as no car thing.
And what else do you want to say? Because it sounds to me like support has been really important. But what would you want to say to people out there right now?
Well, it's critical. I can't imagine going through this alone. And I've had Shelley as my support person, who is someone who understands what's going on with me, remembers things, takes me places, talks to me on the phone, and is generally there for me. Tries to make me laugh, which is difficult sometimes. And, most of the time, it's difficult. It's very complicated how I feel. I can feel a little bit happy in the moment, but there's always a dark cloud. And for me, the dark cloud doesn't go away. But I could try to focus on it less and less. And just kind of stay in the moment. That's the key, is stay in the moment if something fun is happening, and just enjoy it and not think about, diseases and how long I'll live, that kind of thing.
So what can I do right now to put a smile on your face?
I don't know. Look, I'm smiling.
I like that. You have the cutest dimples.
Thank you.
I love when you smile. It warms my heart.
Thank you. And I think the key is to try to stay active. I have a tendency myself. I'm not that good at forcing myself to get out. I sleep a little too much, and again, I can't bother Shelly all the time to go someplace. So I can
You're
take
not a
walk.
bother at all.
I can take a walk, but,
You don't bother me ever.
but that's about it. Yeah. So, thank you.
Well, thank you for sharing everything today, Charlie.